Do you know the #1 mistake that struggling coaches make? If you don't, then you're gonna wanna watch this video. This is the #1 mistake that struggling coaches make. Avoiding this mistake created $95,000 for one client. And I understand that you might be thinking, LaTisha, by the way, I'm LaTisha, founder of You've Got Clients, where we help coaches fill their coaching programs with high quality clients. You might be thinking, LaTisha, what are you talking about? What is this mistake? I made this mistake when I first started coaching, so I completely understand if you're making this mistake as well. Here's the mistake. I thought if I kept booking one-on-one clients, I could make it to 6 figures. I remember doing the math. I did the math, I pulled out my sheet and I said, okay, great. I've got offer that's $3,000. If I book 3 clients in it, that's $9,000. And then maybe I'll make some money from like affiliate revenue and, like little workshops here and there. That'll be $10,000. And then I do that month after month after month after month, and I make it to 6 figures. Now, here is the problem. At the time, I was booking clients into an 8-week coaching program. So what does that mean? Well, that means if I book 3 clients the first month, I've got 3 clients. If I book 3 clients the next month, I've got 6 clients. If I book 3 clients the next month, I suddenly have 6 clients. And with what I was doing at the time was I was doing very customized marketing plans for clients. So I worked with a product-based business owner who wanted to sell more on Shopify. I was also working with someone who wanted to get corporate contracts, and I was working with someone else who wanted to get more people into her downline for her MLM. And so I had different customized marketing plans going out for each client. And honestly, I was exhausted. It was way more than 40 hours per week. It was way more than what I was expecting because I still also had to do the marketing in order to keep my business running. And so this is the problem that many coaches run into. And it's the reason why they end up on the struggle bus, unfortunately, is because they end up in this never ending cycle of I've got to go get clients, and then I've got to work with clients, and then I've got to do calls to like book more clients. Like I've got to do all these things, and none of those things are really moving the needle. So once you figure this out, you can stop struggling as well. And this is the mistake. When my client avoided it, she was able to generate $95,000. So let me tell you a little bit about her story. So the client that I was working with, she was doing this very same thing. Now let's just do the math for just a second. With 24 hours in the day, minus 8 for sleeping, you're left with 16 hours. Subtract another 4 if you actually eat, use the restroom, shower. That's 12 hours a day for client calls. Split half for discovery calls, the other half for client calls. And let's assume you don't work a full-time job or have to help your kids with homework, cook dinner, run errands, etc., etc. 6 hours, and if each client gets 2 hours plus 15 minutes transition time, that's a max of 2 clients in one day and 10 per week if you work Monday through Friday. You could do it if you don't mind talking all day, but that's not what I want to do. If you want to spend your entire day on the phone, if you never want to take vacations, if you see yourself just living to work, then it'll work for you. But I didn't want to live to work. I wanted to work specific times so that I could live. I wanted to have a business so that I could work less, not more, and so that I could make more from the time that I was working. And so when my client realized this, she was doing the exact same thing. She was hosting one-off sessions with clients. She was booking clients onto the call, and then she would sell them into one-on-one coaching packages. And instead, what she learned how to do was structure her program for time leverage. And when we first started working together, we looked at what she was offering and crafted a package and a program that could fit multiple people at one time. She put it out there. She made that offer to her existing audience. She was able to book 7 clients, and she made $9,500 in the span of 10 days. And once she realized what was possible, she was able to do it over and over and over again. Now she sells her programs for way more than her initial price point because she's able to get clients powerful results, which allows her to increase her rates. She has more confidence in herself, etc., etc. So if you're not quite sure how to make this work, I'm gonna give you 3 tips to create more leverage and more time in your day. First is to pre-record any common material as lessons. You know that there's things that you're gonna take each client through and you're gonna teach them the same things. Just pre-record those. The first time you do this, you can bring everybody into a class and you can teach them and record yourself as you're teaching them. But the next time, the next people just get those recordings. You don't have to reinvent the wheel and record them over and over and over again. You just record them the one time. Now, this is for any of the common material. For some of you, I realize you understand that some of your coaching is a little bit more nuanced, meaning that there's some things that this client needs that this other client might not need. Well, that's why you bring everyone together on a call. So then you create a group call. So that's number 2. First step is to pre-record any of your common material. And then the second step is to bring your clients together on a group-based call. During this call, the special snowflake question that client A has is absolutely going to help client B, who also believes they're a special snowflake. Why? Because a lot of them have the same questions. A lot of them have the same problems. They're going to run into the same issues. And that group setting is going to help your clients get even better results. On top of that, what you can do, and what I like doing, is also offering some one-off, one-on-one call times. And sometimes I'll do this as like an onboarding call where we'll get together for your very first call so you can kind of talk through what you'd like to accomplish. And then I can help direct you to pay attention to this, don't pay attention to that, et cetera, et cetera. And then from there, you benefit from the common material that we've already recorded, as well as the calls where you can get more of your questions answered. Doing this, even if you don't change your rates and charge more, you'll start making more because you can work with more clients at once. And that is the group coaching model. Now, one of the main questions that I get next is, okay, well, how am I gonna book all of those people into a group session? I can barely get one person. So how am I supposed to get 4, 5, 10 people to join a group session with me? If that's the question that you have, you wanna watch this next video where I talk about exactly how to book multiple clients into your group program. Watch the next video, it's good. And don't forget to subscribe.